At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now ETN to start the drive. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. They enter play one from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 1 now.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And bulldozing his way through. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
First carry for Najee Harris. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now Fields. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here we go.
Fields now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Here we go, son. Hey,
And here we go on 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs.
11, Haggett. Hey, Lion. 11.
Now Lawrence to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have it here just past the 25. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Now a 2nd and 6. Now Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis. 3rd down here. You look at this Steeler defense. They enter play one from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Well, I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Fields. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back to throw, Fields. He'll get this to his tight end, that's Pat Freiermuth. The Steelers at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They come in losers in 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Here we go. Right.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's got this to Pickens. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right.
Pollard will take it up the gut. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Being chased out left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Here's Fields. That's Olave bringing in another one. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Now a 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
and they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Screenplay, here's ETN. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Right open.
Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And they'll run with ETN. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Now Lawrence. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Hey, run!
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal.
Gun.
Here's Lawrence. The pressure right, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
11.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. 4th down. Here's Lawrence. And he's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne from 8 yards out. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Here we go.
On play action, Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Down the left sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Steelers 7. Cam Little, the kickoff.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. He completes it to Olave. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now it's Fields. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Here we go.
Fields now to throw. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. From the gun, here's Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now Fields. And Wilson with it, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
To throw is Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Here we go, son.
Throwing again is Fields. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They snap it to Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Here we go.
Harris running straight ahead and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Fields. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Here we go. Delta.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
All right.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Chris Olave as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. Now Lawrence. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Steelers 14.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
He's got this to Pickens. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Fields. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 51 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Here we go. Go.
They'll run with Pollard. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Mayday, mayday, mayday. Here we go, Sit high.
Throwing to start the drive. Fields. Washington's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Pollard is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop him from the 1 back to the 2. Dancing to his left. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Go, let's go.
Now Lawrence to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Take right open.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Again, it's Lawrence. And my goodness, another interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Well, they matched their opponent's pick six from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And, Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. That's for the opposing offense. You wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Looking to throw, Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down. Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Going quickly here to Thomas. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
30 left. 13 loose.
Here's Lawrence. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll be out of bounds distance across the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Fields. Open man, that's the tight end fire move. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here we go. Good. Tonight.
And now a fake there on the jet sweep as he'll get to Pollard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Here we go.
Again, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. A short throw to Ingram. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Lawrence will throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown. Brian Thomas, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Now it's Fields. It's brought in by Wilson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Here we go, son.
Fields now to throw. Flushed out right. It's brought in by Harris. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Here we go.
To the air again, Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Chip square. Tonight.
Now Fields. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here we go. This is 4th down.
Easy, easy, easy. Go.
They snap it to Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Jaguars have just about sewn up this football game. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's go. Go, go. Wide open, open.
Back to throw, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 9. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth.
What kind of fortitude does it take to go for it on fourth down late in the fourth quarter, knowing that a turnover on downs could turn out to cost you the football game? I don't know if I could have made that call if I was down on the sideline. That's it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on second and goal. Here's Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's ETN. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen. And it turns into a nice positive play.
ETN. And no sidestepping that here. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up fourth down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. What a change in this ball game in the fourth quarter, Charles. They just completely took over, and not only did they get the lead, they end up winning somewhat comfortably.
And when we spent time talking with them before the game, they made sure that we knew that they thought that they were the better team in this one, and they never lost that thought or lost that focus, and they played like it in the fourth quarter. That's how you author a late comeback and get a win.
So for Jacksonville, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.